Hello everyone, welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena. Haven't played in a little while. The Hobbit came out a week ago, not a little less than a week. I'm starting on this screen just because I wanted to demonstrate. I apparently need a new mouse. I don't think I ever had this problem before I got back from my vacation, but well, it just stopped. But my mouse now is like, it's not doing it now, but I checked. I discovered the same problem on like a bunch of different. I thought it was a Chrome issue until I saw it in Magic Arena, where it's not doing it now. It was doing it a minute ago, and you saw a tiny bit of it when I started the video. Anyway, I need a new mouse because it sends scroll wheel down inputs intermittently for no reason. Well, like I scroll, it's fine, and then I scroll, and then it's like, oh, I'm just going to keep repeating the scroll down input. So hopefully that doesn't cost me anything during the games. But I checked it online. It's definitely my mouse. Like I found a website that will like print to you all the inputs your mouse is giving. It's like, yeah, you're scrolling down. I thought there was something wrong at first with, Amazon Prime Video, I think, which is where I first noticed it was just scrolling stuff to the right for no reason. But then I saw it on a bunch of other things, and now I'm seeing it in Magic, and I checked, and apparently it's my mouse. I mean, this is, how old is this mouse? I don't remember. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I just got exactly the same model as a different mouse that I had. And then this one came home with me from work one day. When I was laid off, they just shipped everything on my desk to me, and they didn't care about getting back the mouse they had bought me because it's like $8 or something. That's a Logitech mouse. It's probably like $15, right? I like this mouse. I think it's the M25. Is that right? We'll advertise Logitech for you. $325? Yeah, is that right? AI is telling me it might be. Yeah. No, I don't know what it is. I can't read the model number. It's too small. But anyway, we're playing The Hobbit. I have not played The Hobbit on Arena yet. I'm only a little bit aware of. Put a home counter. I think this is good. So it's like a combat trick that leaves behind a potentially very large equipment. Right? A hone counter is like +1/+0 for each hone counter. So if you play this when your opponent has 3 creatures, it's +3/+0 till end of turn, and then leaves behind an equipment that's +3/+0. Bofur is fine, I guess. What is this? 1 mana, 1/1, Menace. Could be a 3/3. Yeah, I'll take the rare. Anyway, I didn't really keep up with spoiler season or what was like. I don't care that much about The Hobbit as a property. Although I loved the. Oh yeah, click this please. I loved the book as a kid. I've read it a couple times, but not recently. The Mountain King's Return. Recruit, reanimate. Yeah, this seems pretty good. And so I didn't. Colony Abandoned. I have mixed feelings about this. Pretty good for an aggro deck, I think. If you can create a lot of artifacts or treasures, maybe. Like Thranduil? I don't know how you say these guys' names. 4 mana, 2/3. Elves are bigger. Lands make elves. Yikes. But, I mean, it's 4 mana for 2/3. Mill 4, then draw 2 lands. Okay. Anyway, so I haven't kept up with like what cards are good. I'm not aware of. I saw some stuff, watched some videos, but not a lot. I played some sealed with a couple friends the other day, and in 4 matches I lost 8 games and won 1. So I think I'm pretty well set up to be horrible at this format. Unless creature enters or attacks, make a wall. 3/1 wall. Weird. Oh boy. What is this? Key to the side door? No. Gonna try this elf. One of my friends built elf decks 2 or 3 times. I think just 2. And, I mean, there was a good elf in the last pack I could have taken instead of this, but I think this is the best card here. We'll see how things go. I just scaled completely out of the scope of what my smaller decks could hope to do quite quickly. The Notary Hobbits? What is this? 5 mana, 1/1. This looks like a commander card. This is not real. Uneasy Partings is decent removal, I think. There's some red-black going around, but I'm gonna... I don't know. I have a blue card and a white card. Let's take a blue and white card and see how it goes. Okay, Riddles in the Dark I think is great. Right, it's Fact or Fiction-ish. Fact or Fiction Light costs 1 less mana, and you get 2 cards instead of 3 if they split it evenly. So, like, definitely, I think, worse than Fact or Fiction, but still very good. 4 mana, 1/2, pretty sweet for limited, haha. Just a decent counterspell here, I think, is good. What are you? Bolg of the North. 5 mana, 5/5. You can sack a creature to have it like shoot another creature, and any wasted damage turns into more goblins. Cute. Most Decrepit Old Bird. This is a rare. I think it's pretty decent. What is Sound the Trumpets? Cancel, and if it's a small spell, you recruit as well. I think this is a nice flexible card. On the other hand, we kind of want to... I'll take the rare. Sure. Blue-white wants to loot to draw 2 cards. So this... Yeah, okay. So, blue. I don't think this card's very good. Neither is this card. But at least it's blue. Right? Like, I had this card in my first deck in Sealed, and it was just horrible. The 1/1 lifelink doesn't matter. Giving a thing hexproof or indestructible did not really do enough. Ooh, what are the... Okay, I'd be happy to have another Confuscate, but I'm pretty sure I want to land. So it's a tap land that can pump a human. Yeah, there's a cycle of these like tap lands that can pump the creature of the right type. This is the dwarf type. So each of the 5 supported color pairs has a creature type that they're associated with. I got Uneasy Partings back. I'm pretty sure I want that more than Nori. This looks great. Do I care about this? I mean, I'm certainly picking it. I don't know if I'm looking forward to running it. This is kind of cute with Recruit because you can discard it and still cast it. Smaug Wicked Worm. I mean, a 5 mana 5/5 flyer is good. It comes with maybe some treasures. Plunder the Trollshaws seems good. Alternatively, Hobbit Hole. There's a number of good halflings in blue. I don't have any of them yet. Right. The Bilbos are all blue, I think. There's at least 2 of them that are. Maybe there's more. I don't know. The golems are black. I don't know what other halflings there are. There's that green 5 mana 1/1. I guess you could get that with Hobbit Hole. But Plunder the Trollshaws seems like the only card in this pack, more or less. This is the one I already have one of. It's fine. Chief Org. Oh, this isn't the really... I was thinking of a different card. Okay. There's a 3 mana green-black rare wolf that's much better, I think. Hello? Where are my cards? I guess I'll just take this. Doesn't really fit well with my plans. Okay, Thranduil. How many elves do I have? 3? I mean, we could have like a side of elves. Enchanted River's Grass might be... Well, I don't know. I mean... This card is so gross, right? It's just an army in a can. I don't think you want Bilbo's Gambit. Ride's End? Oh, it's Magnificent End, but Ride's End. How funny. Okay, sure. Good thing they banned up the Beanstalk, huh? Uneasy Partings... Well, maybe I'll wheel that too. Eagle of the Great Shelf? What shelf are you even talking about, bro? Don't think I want that. More elves? No, I think this card is pretty decent if we're taking an elf. Well, I don't know. Return to permanent. This is like landfall. I think this landfall thing's pretty annoying. Yeah. Okay. 6 mana. 4 mana to flicker 2 things. And also 6 mana to be a big creature. Okay. On the other hand, there's this Bilbo, which I think is pretty good. I think I'll take this. I don't think I'm really gonna... I mean, I don't know. It's an elf. I guess I should at least consider it. This is all nothing. I'm probably not running either of those. Okay. 2 mana elf. Sure. Well, we're kind of playing blue elves with a splash of white. So, conceivably, I could cut the white here and, like, add in some green if I see some good elves. Like, who are you? Okay. The Sackville Baggins is 2 mana 2/2. No. Just take more uneasy partings, I guess. I mean, it's that or this guy. 4 mana 4/4 that turns one of your like tokens into a 4/4. I don't think that's that important for me. Down in the Valley. That... I mean, that's pretty good. I don't have a lot of splash fixing for it, but maybe I could have some. During story, 2 mana... 2 mana 1/3 vigilance. Huh. This is actually kind of good. Okay, Down in the Valleys for commander players. I think it's good in limited. You kind of get 2 1/1 elves, basically, out of it, as well as a land. But I hope this is going to work well with our recruit theme. Take more riddles. Another bard? How come his name is Bard, but he's an archer, not a bard? Doesn't seem fair. What is this? Uncover the Moon Letters. Oh, this is like when they're opening the door. 4 mana. You guys are not creature, you draw an X. Ooh. So I can spend 4 mana to when I cast a non-creature spell, draw off like 4 and discard 2. Amount of mana spent. So it would only be 2 for Magnificent End, perhaps. I think I'll just take a counter spell. This is like a big commitment. Not just to draft, but to play it. It's like 4 mana to do nothing, and someday in the future, maybe you'll get to draw and discard some. Alright. Just annoy the opponent, I guess. Grab a Bilbo. Big, big, big counterspell. So much fun, whether it's good or not. I gotta take it. This would be nice, but... Come. A lot of these mediators... I have 9 elves. 2 removal spells here. I think I want this one, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I could play mono blue? Like, my white is very... Well, I wouldn't play mono blue. There's a couple white spells that are at least worth splashing here, but... It looks like I am mostly playing just blue. But, like, this is nice to have. It's a 1-drop that's going to recruit in the future once I have something down that cares about recruiting. Okay, I think the bird was the right pick there, even though I didn't click on anything. Arena picked the right one for me. Well, 54 cards. Just goes to show how well I know the format, that there was nothing I deemed, or rather nearly nothing I deemed completely unplayable. I think these are out. Hey, come back here. You tricked me. I wanted to keep this and cut both of those. But they moved under my cursor while I was clicking. I don't think this is very good. My creature count at the moment is high-ish, but I still have 12 cuts to make, so I don't think it's going to be that high at the end. An attacking non-token creature. Okay. So clearly this is prime real estate for cuts, I would say. This I don't think is anything. The rest of these are all fine. Yeah, 5 of these. I think the number I want is closer to 0 than it is to 5. Like, let's just cut 4 of them and see how things look. This, I'm not sure what this is for. Like, in an elf deck where you have, like, mana dorks, it makes sense. You can tap it, play a land, the thing untaps, tap it again for mana. And the elf deck has a creature that, like, taps for mana equal to the number of elves that have entered this turn plus 1, kind of. So you can, like, cast a couple elf spells, tap it for a bunch of mana, play a land, untap it, tap it for a bunch more mana. But, like, I think you can only spend that mana on elves, is my recollection. Anyway. So what do I have that says recruit or draw, but doesn't say second? So things that actually draw me rather than care about drawing. Pretty reasonable. So, like, I think these might actually be worse than Mirkwood Mediators. Tapping the opponent's stuff is cool, but just being a blocker is more exciting to me, I think. Trying to stall so I can do recruiting stuff, I guess. I'm not clear on how this deck ever kills the opponent. Make a bunch of elves? And a bunch of bard counters? Yeah, my creature count's quite low now, so that is a good reason to have cut the big old bird. Clearly you're supposed to cut something down here. What else does Confusticate do? Counter or draw 2, then discard 1. Well, that's flexible. Cut one of those. One of those. I probably shouldn't cut any more removal. I mean, this card is kind of nothing. Let's see. T Legend or T Saga, T Equip. So it's not like the red-white decks where I'll just get an Enduring Story no matter what I do. But it's generally fairly easy to get in this set. I did try playing a red-black deck in one of my sealed games that was running like a red-white card that cared about storied, and it was just... It was impossible. It was that 2-mana 1/3 that if you are storied, it's actually a 2/3 with haste, and like it can pay 1 and tap to rummage. And I mean, I only played it once or twice, but it was never anywhere. It was my only legendary. Red and white have a ton of those legendaries and artifacts, but I don't. So this is possible, but ultimately it's kind of just a 2-mana 2/2 vigilance, which is fine, but not my greatest card. Let's just run 41 cards. There you go. Then I can't be said to have made any mistakes while cutting the last card. I can't have cut the wrong card. I can have made a wrong decision while cutting the last card, i.e. to not cut anything, which is almost certainly what I have done, but at least I've avoided one class of mistakes. It's waiting for opponent, which means we've got a match. But, like, they're not loading in properly or something. I don't know, I bet in a minute it's going to say draw and I'll have to join the match again. Or join the queue. Oh, whoops. Yes, the match didn't fire, and so I paused the video when I got up to do stuff, and I unpaused the video before actually getting a match. So now you get to watch this again. Whoops. My plan was to restart the video when the match fired, but then I got confused when I sat down, so here we are. Come on, isn't like... Doesn't everybody love The Hobbit? It just released. Where are all the players? Southside Kit Kat. A young Avenger who's also... Is that... Spider-Woman, Spider-Girl, Gwen Stacy? I don't really know them apart. This looks pretty good. Oh, is this what the Hobbit playfield looks like? We're playing at a dock? What? Does this have meaning in the story? Also, I thought it said I was going first. This doesn't seem fair. How come my opponent gets played for me? My cards are in the water! Ah! This upsets me. I did not expect to care about this, but I do. Is this it's a sorcery? Yeah. I mean, it seems Seems like a play to make for 2 mana. 3 mana. Rather than running out one of these cards that doesn't really matter. I mean, I guess I can play a 2/4. It's kind of nice. That 5/3 is a little spooky. Okay, that's actually a nice draw because playing this on 3 is fine, but you don't really want to cast this on 4. You want to, like, cast this, then play a land, right? And so this gives me something else to do on that turn, maybe? Maybe. So I'm going to have to take a bit of a beating here. Or I'll probably just chump 5, to be honest. I don't care about this guy. I assume they're going to play something storied here. An artifact or something. Yep. Oh, okay. Well, I don't get to chump. It's an awful lot of lands. Do I want a 1/1 more than I want one of these lands? I could just... I mean, I can basically pitch one of these to turn it into 0 mana, gain 5 life, right? I'm not going to get the chance to do that again. And all these lands are kind of 2/2s eventually, right? So maybe I just pitch this. Oh yeah, I could Magnificent End now, couldn't I? Well, let's just scry, I think. That seems fine. And I could run out a 2/4 here, but they can make this creature a 3/3 anyway. So I think I'm just going to kill the 5/3 before anything spooky happens to me. Before they get to untap and protect it somehow. Okay. They've hit their 4th land. I don't know the cards in the format well enough to have any idea what that opens up for them. I imagine they're killing the 2/3 somehow. I'm just tapping them both. That's not that bad. I can take 6. I think. Huh. Well... I mean... I think I want to run out one creature and then hold up just a small counterspell rather than my huge counterspell. Could have killed that before I played a land, but okay, I'd like that to live, please. That's down. You got it. Makes my board a lot worse, but not that bad still. The 2-4 is really holding down the fort. Yeah, equip 1 is pretty cool. They're not going to, though. Okay. A little suspicious to pass with this spell in exile, just waiting, but I do want to counter this. I've got good double blocks. You can't really touch me. You could. You could make me double block and lose my 2-4, but I have a decent follow-up. Wait, what? Why is it saying I could cast this? Oh my god, I can cast... Hang on. I can cast the Adventure. That's pretty funny. It just has ward 1, right? Okay. Oh, but now I have to pay the cost. I see. I only had permission to play it for free once. That makes sense. Exiled by... Well, this is not true. It was exiled by me. Interesting. They need to fix that, I guess. No thanks. Oh, I should have played this first, I guess. The sting is really good here. Oh, that's a problem. But only if it attacks, right? So... Actually, I can just, like, do a lot of damage with my flyer. It's a 4-3 with trample. Is there a first strike trick? I have no idea. Let's just block like this and see what they do. You know, if this trade goes through, I'm thrilled. Probably they're going to kill the 1/1 somehow and trample over for 4. But I couldn't really I couldn't, like, fix that by double blocking, right? So... They would just kill whichever one I equip, and then the other one would die for free. Okay. This thing. Okay. A big first striker is a problem. A big first striking trampler is a bigger problem. But it's only a 4-3, so if I, like... Well, here. No, this is wrong. I can't actually attack. If they just attack all, I'm cooked. So I think I actually just have to do this and pass. that's really bad. Gonna lose this game, I'm pretty sure. They can just make that creature so big that I don't have enough blockers to kill it anymore. I mean, I can quadruple block it, but then the other two kill me. Maybe I should have cut a land. I drew so many, but I don't think that was expected. 11 lands in the top 21. I mean, an above average number, but not an outrageous number. Yeah, that makes sense. So this I have to block, but... Well, wait a minute. Yeah, I mean, I can throw another blocker in there, but I can't kill it. Still. I don't see an improvement to this. I guess just in case they have like a +4/+4 trick, I could block this way. That way, instead of dying, I just lose all my creatures. Very funny. Alright, well, I won't go down without attacking them at least once. I'll pay one. That, Thorin, huh? I mean... He's just a 3/2. He didn't do anything. But a 2-mana 3/2 is a big deal. And then, like, the fact that it had trample was also a big deal. Meant I couldn't chump it so well. One of my sealed pools had 3 Thorins in it. I didn't play red-white. I forget what I did. I knew it was a good card. But there was something else more appealing. I don't remember. I tried playing blue-black in my first pool, knowing that that's not one of the 5 supported archetypes, but just like that's where all my good cards were. And maybe I could have survived. I got a little bit carried away with worrying about my opponent's value instead of my opponent being able to kill me. I could have survived at least one more turn, and on that turn I was drawing 4 or 5 cards from all the sagas I had out, so maybe it would have worked. But obviously I was in bad shape. Airwell. Don't know what that means, if anything. I'd love to scry too. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Lands, please. Like a land and an island and a 2-drop. Can you imagine? Oh. Or just play a bird next turn, I guess. So that makes the scry a little interesting, doesn't it? So what does this bird do? It has threshold, right? Yeah. Okay, so we want to scry. And I need to draw the land. I mean, I'd like an island, but any land is good enough. But on turn 2, I'm going to use the bird to look for instants and sorceries. So I want this out of the way. My cards! Blue-black! My opponent's playing blue-black, the unsupported secret color pair. Okay, you can have this. Sorcery, sorcery. Well, found one. I guess I'll just recruit this into the bin because it wants to be there anyway. Really? I guess that's blue-black. No, they're not countering. They're just drawing. Okay. Now I could pitch a plains, I guess. Like, this card... Yeah. This... It's better in your graveyard because you can draw 2, but of course, like, drawing 1 and then also drawing 2 is nice. But I think right now a 1/1's pretty cool. This reanimates a creature, which I already have one in the bin, so that I don't need to bin another one. What are you doing to me? Inside information. They took my top 2 cards, which they can pay, they can cast for life. They took my Riddles in the Dark and my Island, which they can't play. So they paid 4 mana and 3 life for Riddles in the Dark. I mean, they're probably not, probably don't hate that. Yeah, let's go into their graveyard. This already wants to go in the graveyard, doesn't it? Here, enjoy. 2 lands. But a plains, which they might have needed. So am I drawing my second card anytime soon? I certainly could. But I think a 2/4 is... Well, I don't know. This threatens to be pretty big. I'm pretty good at drawing 2 cards in a turn, I think. Okay. And I could run out the bird. It's pretty close to being online, actually. And then still hold up a couple 3 mana plays. Oh, 1 3 mana play? I'll attack. I don't think they want to trade. And if they do, that's fine. So, the thing is, like, Uneasy Partings, Plunder the Troll Shots, those cost 3 mana, right? So I'm just holding up Riddles in the Dark. Sorry, they cost 4. So I'm basically just holding up Riddles in the Dark if I run out the bird. Or I could run out the bird and Bilbo, I guess. I guess why not? What does this do on 3? Put a counter on creature. Yeah, I should get the bird out there. So let's do this first. Second card, by the way. Another reason to do that. My thing! Would have been nice to counter that. I'll put... Okay, so this is like... Yeah, okay. So when this attacks... Okay, we don't want that to happen, but can I stop it? Not really. Oh, they're gonna Reverend Howl again, I guess is the idea. Well, if you want to cast this again, go ahead, I guess. They don't. Casting that sorcery speed so I get the bird pump. And also because I wouldn't want to let them attack with it. Really? You think? I'm not going to just cast a permanent for you to counter, buddy. Have fun. Your turn. You're at 5. You got to do something, not me. That's sort of fine, I think. Yeah, you can have that. My bird is too small now. What am I doing? I don't know. That's fine. Gotta cast something. I'm not gonna cast anything if you don't. I mean, I could cast Riddles in the Dark, but I don't think I need to. And I don't want to let them do something weird. Alright. No thanks. They could pay 4, but if they did, I would counter it again and then. Just goes to show, don't play blue-black. So far, I've been a blue-black deck in 2 games, and I lost them both. I faced a blue-black deck in 1 game, and I won it, so the evidence is irrefutable. This seems fine. Obviously, I'd like some planes, but I have plenty of blue mana and blue spells. They could have at least changed this to make like a splash noise and some blue particle effects instead of a thump and some brown ones, you know? What is this? Oh, the rabbit's nasty. When you draw a second card, each player, target player mills 3 cards. Interesting. Well, I can't cast this. Could draw my second card. I think I just want to run out of 2/4. That's just a 2/2. Sure. This guy scares me. Plus, now I have a thing in the graveyard to resurrect with the Mountain King, right? Huh. Well, I think I need to keep hunting for lands. Missed. Me? Do I want a 5th land? Not especially. 4 is enough for some time. Bard's a nice resurrect. I don't like that bear. I don't like anything, really, about how this is all going, but what can you do? Well, 5th land is looking a little better now. Thronduil's Decree is not really on the menu at the moment, I don't think. Yeah, I guess that's it. At the beginning of combat, not even when it attacks, huh? God, if I double block, I'm gonna get rolled somehow. I just know it. But if I don't, I'm never gonna deal with this stupid rabbit. Like, I can jump here if I want, or take 4. Taking 4 is probably right. I think I need to... But if I wait till next turn to double block, the double block won't work, right? Reanimating Bard, I guess. Yeah, maybe I can wait. No, because I'm not actually going to draw a second card. It's just such a, like, they obviously wouldn't do this unless they could cope with me double blocking. They have nothing! It just passed so fast, they must have nothing. They were just willing for their creature to die, I guess. So Bard is the obvious choice. It's a 1/3 that, like, gets some really important lifelink and pumping going on. I just don't quite know when I'm going to have a chance to do that. Well, now that I believe they don't have a trick, I can actually just run out Bilbo and get the second draw this turn. You? And you. Oh, or did I should have played this before the Bilbo, I see. Yeah, I could have put a counter on it. Right. I was thinking I wanted to be flexible and maybe I would draw something I'd rather play, but no, it was important to play this before the draw. Whoops. Their stuff is so big. What? What? That is extremely bad? I didn't read their card. I was like, it's a vanilla 3/6. That's pretty bad. No, it's much worse than that. Oh my god. Yeah, this, I mean, I just, there's nothing, man. this one. Four or 5 Vigi. Trade for one of your 4/4s. Gain some life. Look out, I might have a trick. Better let me gain 4. Okay. Still in horrible shape. God, that card is so gross! Oh, come on. Attack with your 3/3. Don't be a baby. I don't know how I could ever win this game. This had better pull some heavyweight. You gotta leave Bard alone, I'm afraid. Tapped wrong. Should have held up double blue. Give me all 4. Come on. Oh, you jerk. So what is this? Not that card, this card. This is an uncommon, huh? Pretty messed up. This one's no slouch either. 4 mana, 4/5. I mean, nothing like groundbreaking, but oof. Well, I mean, the good news is, no matter how bad this session goes, this event, it'll be much better than my average results for the sealed that I did with some friends over the weekend, like I said. 1 win in 9 games. The worst I can do is 1 win in 4 games. That's over twice as good. Okay. I think you hold this. You don't run this out as a 1 mana 1/1, I don't think. The milling is too important. And, you know, getting an extra spell out of it. Yeah, I wish it were Bilbo, though. 1 top. Boy, a 6 mana counterspell that's face up is a little bit difficult to use. Blue-black again. Okay, interesting. I don't think there is a 2 mana counterspell. There's Confuscate and Be Bothered, there's the cancel thing, and there's this. Like, we're looking at 2 of the 3 counterspells I've ever seen in the format. There may be another that's cheaper, but it's not a common one, I don't think. Bard, I assume. Tap bird. Interesting. Okay. I could draw 2 here and try to like get them, but with 4 mana up, that's a pretty scary prospect. So I'm just going to go for Patient Riddles in the Dark. Or just counter this. Sure. Ooh. It's all pretty good. I wish some of it were lands, but right now they seem pretty nice. I'm just going to keep all. Which do I want first? Like, maybe this. No, because I want this to pick up like, well, I see. If I want to cast this next turn, I can't. Putting this first doesn't make sense, because that only makes sense if I'm going to cast it. But I want to cast the sorcery, and then I would be milling Magnificent End anyway. So if I want them both, I should put this on top, and I think I do. Oh, but I can Bilbo here, so then it doesn't matter. Yeah, of course. Gandalf. What a rude dude. I'd like to hit a plains or island here. Thank you. Well, would have liked 2 lands, but I guess I'll have to accept 1. Oh, and that filled my graveyard. So actually maybe 1 was the perfect number? Gandalf is spooky. He's just a very large creature. Not even going to try combat? It's a little weird. Okay. Do I have any elves? No. Okay, well, here you go. They know I've got a giant counterspell, so they don't want to play any big permanents. Tap my bird. Yeah. Makes sense. But I'll kill their bird with this, that's fine. I still have another counterspell up. I don't think I care about Gandalf. So like I can chump him with Bilbo or if I want. I think that's fine. But I don't have to do that yet, I don't think. There's no ninjutsu in this set, I'm pretty sure, so I don't have to worry about doing this before Declare Blockers ends. Alright, you got me? Come on in. Gonna try to kill my bird now that my counterspell's offline. Not yet, anyway. This is just fine to counter, I guess. Oh no, your blade, it's so bent. I want to keep pecking away with the bird, but maybe I should just be willing to trade with Gandalf. Right? A 2/2 and a 3/3 block a 4/5 pretty well. Yeah. I think that's fine. If you want to spend 6 shuffling him and draw 3 cards, you're welcome to. I guess they could equip Gandalf. That would be a little spooky. Oh, also they could tap my bird. Whoops. Maybe I should have just attacked anyway. What are you doing? Tap the one creature I definitely don't want to block with? That seems like a bad play. Yes, that's the one you should tap, or the bird. Or that, sure, I don't know. I think I should have swung with the bird. I forgot that they just get to tap my stuff whenever they feel like it. Yeah, I was going to say that seems a little weird. Here. So it looks like they're going to kill one of my creatures somehow. They're trying to decide what's the biggest threat. Okay. Sack the... No? Just sack nothing? Huh. Wow. Thought they might sack the equipment. Top pile will be fake. I have no idea how to do these splits, man. What cards do I want? Any 2 spells, right? They're all pretty reasonable. So I should put like a land and a powerful spell face up. Yeah, maybe like this. Give me a redraw or 2 unknown cards. I guess they're just going to give me a redraw, right? This was awful. Yeah. Whoops. Recalculating? Well, I mean, lands aren't bad for me, right? Every land is a 2/2 for 0 mana. I could block like this, and then they can only kill one creature. But I think Bard might be worth more than 2 of these guys. He's probably not. He hasn't done anything for hours. This bird has done amazing work. It's a little scary to cast this. It takes down my counterspell, and then they might play something amazing. Next turn I can do both. I think I'll just wait. Don't get too greedy. Any humans? Any humans in the chat? No? Sure. You're offering to give me a 3/1 flyer. I accept. I guess they must have their own counterspell? No. Alright. Give me 3 lands or 1 spell. Your call. Thanks. I love lands. Do I have lethal if I just... This does 3. If I like bounce this, I get in with 6 more. It is technically lethal, but they do have a card, and I don't want to risk losing Thranduil, so I'm just going to play it calm here. And I don't know if there's a board clear in these formats. This format, excuse me. Oh. Should have played that first. I guess it would make it easier to kill them. But yeah. I don't... Just in case there is a board clear, I'm going to leave myself 1 creature. I don't think they're going to have it, but I look so dominating next turn. They're going to bounce their own thing. That's the joke, I see. Oh, but their choice of top or bottom? Like, they get to draw that for next turn if they want? Okay, you're dead, buddy. Like, that literally just is the worst draw in your deck. It loses the game. Even if I didn't have anything, right? No, I only deal 4 damage, I see. Oh, plus you get to recruit. It might make a token. Let's make sure I get to cast all these spells, huh? Just in case they're my dailies. There you go. That Thronduil I didn't take earlier on. I'm kind of like, geez. I wish I had 2 of them in the deck. Maybe I'll go look up how to pronounce that. It's like YouTube, like how to pronounce search results are so like SEO, just like slop. I don't know, man. I don't know who to trust. Someone saying Thranduil, like, I mean, il rather than eel, but, and a little bit less space in between the syllables than I've been giving it, I guess. Thranduil? Sure. Okay, this is fine. I need another island soon. But I can counter their turn 3 play, I suppose. What the heck? They got 2 things? That makes the home counters kind of nice, doesn't it? I could double block, but then I could attack, but their double block rather messes me up, so I won't. Amass Goblins 1. You may have this. If that's your only play for this turn, I'd rather just draw. Okay. I could also, like, make a +3/+0 sting. That's not horrible. Okay, we like these lands. I think I want more lands, right? Now, I don't mind if you double trade with my 3/3, I think. Like, these 2 would be the block you would make, which isn't amazing for me, but it's fine. And if they don't block, it's amazing. So for 1 mana, all they could do was Tidings of War. I'm sorry, they had 3 mana, and all they could do was that. So they must have just drawn this. What are you doing? Hello? It's pretty rude against red-white. I think that's a keep. Actually, did I see a swamp in here somewhere? No, just a weird plains. Okay. What the hell set is this? FF7. Oh, I see. It's 7-7. Okay. So I could double attack if I wanted to trade for these. Or I could attack if I wanted to be willing to trade for these two. Obviously, I don't want that. So what is this thing? Like... Equipped attacking creature gains double... Oh, I see. They thought this creature, the 3-1, would have double strike. They didn't... It's only when this guy attacks. That must be what happened. Well... I kind of want to draw 2 cards. And then the question is, what else am I doing with my 2 mana? I think developing this is pretty annoying for them. But Sting is also pretty cool. Go. It's a big goblin. Boy, my kingdom for a bounce spell. But I can just chump off a 2/2 elf, that's fine. Oh, I don't have an enduring story, of course. I see. I should have... Well, I could have played Sting before they declared attacks. That would have been kind of funny. Whoops. So the question is, do I mill them even though it might hit more Tidings of War, but I want to fill up their graveyards? This is a 5/3? I think so. Ah, that's why this card removes counters. It's not because of something about counters in this set. It's because of armies. They don't want this to be like a... Pacifism on an army is really powerful because it blanks all the amass spells. This way, if you River's Grasp an army, it turns into a 0/0 and dies. I wondered why this card said remove all counters. Okay. Interesting. I guess I should have tapped all the blue there. Whoops. Yeah, now I have storied. Milieu. Well, there's your Tidings of War. Enjoy. Make this hit for 8. Kind of funny. Yeah, I don't think I'm using this to kill anything. Might as well just go for it. Big army. Be a shame if something were to happen to it, wouldn't it? So they are already at 7. Actually, I only have 13 cards. Just in case it takes a minute, I'll mill them. I think the game's about to end, but just in case. Yeah, 3 mana, kill an 11/11. Pretty good spell. See, then there's this Facebook post where someone's saying it's Thranduil. Like, A, it's got the long E sound, but also B, it kind of just is like a diphthong rather than two separate syllables. Like, I don't even have a Facebook account. I can't click through to this. It just shows me because it's in the Google AI summary, or not in the Google AI summary, but like the link preview. I don't think I can keep this. I really need an island to function. I need two, really. Okay, this is better enough. Not quite sure what I'm supposed to bin. Probably this. I only have one blue source, huh? I really don't want another plains, but I get this basically for free if I discard it next turn, so it's the obvious choice. Like, by discarding that card, I get a 1/1 token, and I get to keep this card. And I get 2 extra mana next turn. Like, how could you say no? Oh, that guy's pretty... Oh, man! Oh, I thought they had 2 of these. No. They have a different thing. Well... I guess I'll scry. This 3/4 doesn't really have good attacks. It just trades for 2/2 if they double block. So, and there's neither. I don't really want to trade this for either. They're 2/2s. It is a good 2/2. My creature's good too. This one, I guess. I wish the bird were already in play, but it's not. Uneasy Partings on the Goblin token is cute. But Riddles in the Dark is just free money, you know? And the token's not causing me any trouble right now. I suppose I could... No, I want to get this out now. my thing! The 3-3? What? Not the 4-5? The biggest that 3-3 was ever going to get was going to be a 5-3. It's going to be a 5-6 in a minute, isn't it? You crazy, bro. Let's just cast this now. See if I can get a land to hold up my other spell. No idea, as usual. I don't know. You guys can hear that, huh? Yeah, that's not someone knocking on my door. That's like my upstairs neighbor using a hammer. I'm convinced that they operate a small wood shop out of their living room. I assume it's a hammer. I don't know what it is, but they have it's I don't know, 800 or 900 square foot condo, and like I hear power saws from up there sometimes. I don't know what they're up to. When this dies, mass goblins. Well, I don't currently have a way to deal with the goblins, but I think that someday I will. So I choose to believe that this is fine. Do I care about this? Yeah, a 1/1 double strike. They're gonna be able to make this bigger soon. Like they have a couple equipments already, if you count this one, and they have this guy that pumps. I think I counter this. I don't know if that card's very good. I'm not going to be drawing my second card very often soon. I could next turn, I guess. Well, I could this turn by casting this, then Bilbo, but I won't. I'm not drawing this card. It'll just be on top. I think I'll pass. This most decrepit old bird is doing good work. But I mean, this is scary shit, man. They could start doing a lot of things if they ever felt like it. 3 mana, 3/2 trample. That's fine. I'm not gonna counter that. Like none of their stuff gets through my 4/5 right now. Like, oh, I guess this is better. Go ahead and amass if you want. Like, they're tapped out. What are you going to do? Well, wait a minute. Why am I... Why give away a creature for no reason? I mean, I guess it's because it's about to die anyway. So, or I want to play another Bilbo, that is. So I should do this, just to save my 1/1 in case it's relevant somehow. I don't especially want to recruit right now. Very strange attack. Like, yeah, you get to amass, but you just gave away your goblin army. What's that all about? Like, why didn't you play this post-combat and hold up the threat of activation on this, right? You're just crazy. I guess I should have played this before combat, in case it made me change my mind. I'll keep this for recruit purposes, I guess. Well, I'll see you later, Burn, Burn, Fire, and Fern. How much do I care about this, do you think? I can't counter it, so I guess that's the wrong question to ask. Oh, buddy, I got bad news for you. That's nice. I could have this do 7 and they just die next turn, but I drop my counterspell to do that. I think that's fine. Okay, show me what you got. They have an attack with everything. Very well. Oh, they're going to be able to pump once. So that block's fine. This one's fine because I don't mind if I get trampled over. Or if this trade happens. So I take 5. That's fine. I don't care. I don't need to kill anything here. All right. Get stung by the bird. Gotta respect the bird, man. He's so big. It's wild. Like, I mean, I know they say flying is good and limited, but in every set, it's a surprise how good flying is. Like, why don't they just block my 1-mana 2/2, man? Because it has flying. And there's nothing in this whole set with reach or flying besides that one bird, as far as I'm aware. Roughly. This is not a hand. This is much better. I mean, this card's fine, but I want more lands. Right? Like, I have a 1-mana play, 2 2s, and a 3. And I can use Bilbo to, like... the thing is, I want to use Bilbo to find islands. So maybe for that reason I should be binning a plains? Maybe I can. That's how I can justify this greedy play to myself. Oh, they kept 5. Ugh. See, this is why you're not supposed to make that play. You might still not hit a land. Like, wouldn't you feel so much better if this card were an island? Or a plains? Blue-white mirror. Well... None of this is doing anything yet. I guess I'll just develop a 1/3. I guess, yeah, this is in my deck. That would have been a reason to cast this, I suppose, is that it could draw me a card that draws me a land. Bant. Half-elves? Haha. Human elves? Okay. Ah! Punished for my greed. Yeah, one card that scries 2 is not enough to guarantee you'll hit a land. Even 3 draws. It upgrades you to 5 draws. But sometimes there's just a clump of non-lands, and like, what are you going to do? Lose the game, that's what. Yeah, good lesson. Gonna lose this game as a result of keeping this instead of a 3rd land. Because if I had a 3rd land, like, I could have done something better last turn. Like, I could have riddles in the dark or countered this or something. Then I'd have enough mana to do something this turn as well that's relevant instead of just developing a 1/2 nobody cares about. Well, this card sucks. Why am I trying to kill it? Betrayed by the bird who binned 2 of my lands. I guess I should have attacked both. I don't know. I should have played the bird. That was foolish. I was thinking I'll hold this up, but of course it's not going to target any of their stuff. So now there's another reason to lose the game. Yeah, it's pretty big. Bottom, okay. There's a land. Well, play the bird I should have played last turn, I guess. And then I'm missing 1 damage because I didn't attack. And also, like, because what am I saying? I could have attacked with the bird this turn if I had played it last turn. You have the hexproof trick? What? That's usually not a good play. They don't actually know whether I still need land, is the funny thing. I think they'll give me this, which I don't really want. At least this way I get something, right? You know, I think I should do it this way, actually. They might just see, look, the bottom package is fairly innocuous. The face-up package. Give it to him rather than risk giving him whatever this is. I could ask for 2 lands or 2 spells. But I want something to do this turn. Haha, joke's on you. They did not regard the bottom package as pretty innocuous, it turns out. I guess, yeah, an island and a scry 2 is exactly what I've been begging for all game, so that plus a draw card, it seems like maybe they shouldn't give it to me. But if I'd offered those same 2 packages with the Bilbo face down and the white card face up, they still would give me the white card. Ah! They've stolen my most decrepit old bird! But it's just a 1/1 though. Well, could just draw and say I don't care about this stuff yet, and I still want to hit lands. Yeah, I mean, them stealing a 1/1 bird is not that bad. It could have been a lot worse. Finally hitting lands. I think I'm gonna I gotta keep hitting more cards. These 2 islands, please. Why are these in different... Oh, I see. Flashback, adventure. Sure. This one I have the power to counter, and so I will. Okay. I mean, I think this is fine. It's a 3-for-1, but it gets their main threat off the board. I don't know, it makes the bird a more serious threat. Not a lot I can do about that. Pitch a spell for a 1/1? I don't think so. A 1/3 with reach is kind of perfect right now, isn't it? Yeah. I'll be able to deal with a 5/5 before too long. The 1/1 is a bit of a problem, but it's a very slow problem. Eight mana. It's amazing that I'm in this game. Oh, you just get to do that every turn. I forgot about that. It's a little problematic. I could, like, Giga block this and kill it. I think that's fine, actually. I was planning to Uneasy Partings, but this is fine. Oh, I should have given it lifelink. I could have saved one of my creatures here. They didn't kill the big one? Almost out of cards, huh? It's a little scary. Yeah, I would have liked... If I had just gained a little life, that would have been pretty cool. Okay, tapping down Bilbo is nice. 9 mana, okay. Six cards. I do need to kill them eventually, I suppose. Okay. Now I'm not even sure if Bilbo is what I should tap down. What if I just tapped this down? What do they even have? Okay. I can't Uneasy Partings Bilbo because they would steal one of my good cards for one of their bad ones. Like this. But I don't think Bilbo's in any real danger of killing me. And I have counter spells for days and a way better board and enough time to kill them before I deck out. No, thank you. Actually, I would love to steal that, but I need to be able to counter a counter spell if it happens. Okay, they don't have one. much... Is this lethal? It's pretty close, right? It must be. 6, 8, 10, 11, 13. Get stung. Oof. Close one. Well, I mean, I don't know. Scary one. The beginning of the game just felt atrocious. So I remember there were two mistakes I made that I was beating myself up for in that game. The first one was mulliganing my third land away. If I'd had like island plains, I definitely would have kept 3 lands. My thought was, look, I'm gonna want more lands, but specifically islands when I scry with Bilbo. So I don't want to keep what's effectively a 4th land. But, you know, if there's no islands in the top 5, or no lands in the top 5, that doesn't work out. And I mean, like, if you keep more lands and fewer spells, you can Bilbo to look for spells instead of lands, except that what if there's an island on top? I don't know, it still seems like a close call. I've sort of forgotten what the other... Oh, the other misplay was I waited a turn to play the bird for no reason. That didn't really cost much, just 1 damage, I think. Okay, well, we went from 1 and 2 to 5 and 2. Right, I did lose. I was at 1 and 2, I believe. Let me go look this up. This hand is fine, but not great. Yeah, lose, win, lose, and then 4 wins. That's a nice card, I guess. Okay. So it's just a 2/2 that has lifelink if they have a dwarf. They're about to play, I imagine, a dwarf. They don't really have attacks. I mean, I could run this out and like get a counter and lifelink, but oh, this is Dane's Company. It's not a legendary, so this won't untap. All right, let's see what we're getting. Yeah, okay. I guess. This is a good card to draw and discard off of my recruit, I think. And then I want another Bilbo, so sure, I'll just keep both. My Bard. I don't have attacks though still, right? I mean, I'm happy to double trade. I think. Actually, I know what I'd be drawing off the recruit, and I don't really want to discard any of this. But I guess that's life. I'll get a 1/1 token back. Pitch the spare Bilbo, maybe. They killed Bard just when I'm about to reanimate something, by the way. Kind of weird. Okay, what's your 2/2 lifelink gonna do? It's not even lifelink right now. Someday. It has dreams of a time when it might be lifelink. What the hell? 1 damage to each creature your opponents control. Well, that's fine, I guess. I just killed my 1/1 and stopped a block. Maybe I should have cast this in my upkeep so I would know what to target. Kind of like this split. The only card here that matters is Thranduil, and they're never going to give it to me if they have a choice. So I might as well take the other 3. You could try to greed out and go like this, but I think they just give me these. Thank you. Just do this right now, right? Oh, I shouldn't have played my land, maybe? Yeah, definitely shouldn't have. Rip. Yeah, I mean, we're having a sad time, I guess. But I'd like to do 4 damage to you, I suppose. Oh, I needed to play my land to cast this. That's why I did it. Right. Oh, yeah, this lets them get a 2/2 lifelink swing in. That probably wasn't smart. No, they have an enduring story. How sad. It's a lot of stuff, bro. Can you relax? I mean, it's like the same guy. You got all the dwarf shit. Yeah, it's a 2/1 double strike. Good for you. Now they have 7 mana, so they could pump once. Attack all? Yeah, makes sense. So we have some blocks to make, that's for sure. The double striker is spooky. And so is this, I guess? So how much damage am I taking here? A lot, right? 2, 3. And then this is 6, that's 9, 12, 15. That's a little too much. Something like that. And then I have this for the double striker, maybe. Depending on what they end up doing. That's fine. Okay. Wow. They killed Bard? What? Maybe this is cheeky. Maybe I should have held back another elf. Nope. Oh, I see. Yeah, I should have. Whoops. I didn't notice their land. Well, I think killing this is more important than keeping the elf factory going, sadly. My mistake. I should have been able to double block like this, but I couldn't just let that live. Way too much lifelink damage. That's a big creature. Sure. Oh, if I attack, it costs 1, doesn't it? I mean, Sting is pretty bad with just 1 hone counter, but at the moment, that's how many I need, so I guess that's the play. Just to be able to block here. Oh, and they're going to give me a second. Nice. Or they're not even going to attack? Interesting. All right. They still have 26 cards? 34, 40, 1, 2, 3. They're running 44 cards. Interesting. Okay. Not much left in my deck, it would seem. Gotta kill him pretty darn quick. I don't know, maybe... Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna die? Like, I needed to not do that? I should have put the thing here so that it could attack. That would get in a little bit more damage. Yeah. And this is just a 1-2 now. Yeah, you can just kill me without ever attack. Ooh, that's really nice. I don't think either of the abilities on these creatures matter, but maybe Vigilance is more important. Sweating a little bit. Are there more? There's like a Bilbo on the bottom of my deck? No, it got shuffled. Okay. Down to 2. One more whiff? I mean, even with no whiff, we're in good shape, right? Whew. And it's time for the final boss, believe it or not, after the deck stumbled out of the gates with a 1-2. We should be extremely happy, as our opponent is, with this result. This is fine. I'll find white eventually. The hand functions perfectly well with... This is a good 6, right? With the bonus that eventually we'll draw another card. When we hit planes, we'll also draw this. Goblin Plate Mail's good. I could just run out Bilbo here to get a counter on this and swing. Hope they invest a little more in this before I take it out of commission. Sure. Red-black is going to be investing in that army, I would imagine. Yeah. It's got Giga Menace. It's practically a Troll of Khazad-dûm now. Oh yeah, they're so all in on this thing already. I guess this being an instant makes it better enough. Let's see if they commit a bit more. Creature enters. Okay. So they're not committing more. They can only play this card next turn. So they probably will, right? So I think I'm going to... Just to make them waste 4 mana, basically. I'll take this. Mono blue, baby. Here we go. But I actually shouldn't give them a creature to get back. Right? I shouldn't offer a trade because they could just pick this up and draw another card with it. So no attacks, threaten a block, then they amass, and I deal with it. They should probably just attack without and plan to cast this post-combat. Yeah. That's a little scary for me. Take 9? Hmm. Yeah, okay. Let's try this. You gotta cast it, right? Of course. No! They're not. Interesting. Okay. I must have just been broadcasting that I could deal with the army somehow. Actually, I don't know if I can keep a counterspell anymore. Yeah. I need spells that do something. I guess I can scry, then draw planes, then cast the Magnificent End. Ha ha ha. Oops. Ordered wrong. They can give all their stuff. Well, they can give one thing menace. There's the planes. Okay. Whenever you attack a mass goblins too? What the hell? It's messed up, bro. Kinda gotta kill this thing. I don't know where I'm going to find enough mana to do that, but yeah, this is sort of bad. It's really bad, in fact. Maybe I just have to kill the goblin army, but then they get to keep this, and what am I doing with my life? I can go to 1. If I kill this pre-combat trade. But then they have 2 goblin plate mails. But if I let this attack... Kill that chump. I have 3, but I'm still like nothing. I'm going nowhere. Well, then I can Riddles in the Dark this turn. I guess I have to let them attack. Huh. Two spells? They would never give me 2 spells. They did. They're bad spells, but this way I get to flashback the other thing as well. Okay, I'm going to block here. Kill this. And then the armies are still a problem, and so is all the menace. Oh no, they have a long-bodied gray dog. Tolkien loves adjectives. I don't know if anybody knows that about him. I don't think I can win anymore. How many creatures can I get out there? 3? Barely. Okay. But if they give this menace, I have to double chump it. Well, yeah, that's what I have to do. I think you should attack with everything, no? Because then I can't actually kill your army. Yeah, I guess that's the right tap. Okay. Sting doesn't do anything, so we may as well maximally incentivize giving it to me. Or disincentivize giving it to me. Yeah, but look at that. They can see my whole hand. They know which card is actually any good to me. And that... Sure. Well, making them pay to attack me is worth something, I guess. But I don't think it's worth enough to win the game. So they can still equip a plate mail and attack with 2 things. But they can't attack with 3 things. Yeah, they can. They have a treasure. Oh. Very funny. They can't attack. Oh, I don't have a story! Okay, yeah, right. I know how this game works. So, well, that was Hobbit. The set feels fine? Maybe? I don't know. I'm not really much of an expert. It doesn't feel as cripplingly small as some other sets have, but maybe that's just letting myself be influenced by social media. How many cards were in Spider-Man draftable? 193. How about the Hobbit? 193. They're the same size. And I assume Ninja Turtles was about the same. 190. I didn't play Ninja Turtles, but... It's funny how many of the cards in this set are just like... Long Gray Dog, Troop of Ponies, right? Most decrepit old bird. They're just like commonplace nouns with weird adjectives on them. Like, have you ever in your life seen a dog and be like, gosh, that dog has a very long body? I guess Tolkien thought that when he was seeing people walk their dogs. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.